Good afternoon, welcome into Zions Bank Stadium. It's championship weekend at MLS Next Cup presented by Allstate. Next up on this Super Saturday of soccer, it's the U16 Academy Final between Sonny G Academy and Club Ohio. As 32 teams entered the field here in Utah last weekend, only 2 remain. A game away from lifting the trophy as we take a look at the paths for each of these 2 finalists. And it's SGA against Club Ohio. Kickoff already as they are eager to get going here at Zions Bank Stadium in Harriman, Utah. Along with Jalil Anibaba, I am Carter Augustine. Thank you for joining us wherever you are. Bit of an early kick, Jalil. These referees excited along with these players for this championship matchup here at MLS Next Cup presented by Allstate.
Hey, I'm excited too, man. We've seen a lot of very good football throughout the course of this tournament. Whenever you get able to get to the finals, there's a lot of good energy here. SGA looking to punch first here, foot on the gas, and that's exactly what I like. What I'm looking for from these 2 teams is who can handle the emotional wave of playing in a final. If you go down early in a match, can you find yourself in a position to be able to bounce back? If you do, in fact, go up early, can you manage it well? You're always looking at the game management in a final here, and I'm very excited to see what these 2 teams put out.
Sonny G Academy out of Austin, Texas, in the blue and white stripes, going left to right here in the first half. Into the attack they go, and it's a bouncing ball well held by Brian Ramirez for Club Ohio. Goalkeeper wearing the green. It's the black and green for Club Ohio, going right to left. U16 Academy Division Final here at MLS Next Cup presented by Allstate. Got an opportunity to speak with the coaching staff for each team ahead of the game. Each coach highly complimentary of their opponents here today. These 2 teams will be making the jump up to the homegrown division next year, so perhaps their performance at the tournament's vindicating that step up to the next level, and they're looking for some silverware to cap off this wild week of action. Just a little bit off the mark there from Jaden Nguyen, and it will be a throw-in in their defensive third for Club Ohio. Quickly won back by SGA. A little touch from the number 10, Efren Ramirez. Now at the feet for Nguyen. He's got the wind at his back as he gets to the end line. That's a clever cutback. Chance smothered by the back line of Club Ohio, led by Alex Ames. We got 2 players wearing captain's armbands today, Club Ohio. He's one of them. Both the center backs getting the armband, captain and vice captain Alex Ames along with Grandin Culp. They might be called into action here. Throw in for SGA to Max Neri. Nguyen has been a willing runner in the early stages. Club Ohio able to cut things out. Oh, that's a clever take. Back to goal, holding play up well was Patrick Velasquez.
It's a very good one-time ball.
Ramirez, the man who played it into the feet of Nguyen. And they'll pull back on the reins a bit, the blue and whites of Sonny G Academy. Continuing on to the near side for Joshua Manovich. And now again with Ramirez. Jorge Silva stepping into a slide challenge from Zamari Mason. And given away along the back line by Marcos Ramirez, but quickly won back. 3.5 minutes gone here in the first half. These first nervy moments, Jalil, for these players in a championship match. You've been in these types of situations. What's going through the mind of these young men at the moment? Well, more on that in a moment, because that is fantastic feat to get into an attack-minded position. Offside flag is up.
It's a good tack there from SGA up the left-hand side. Individual brilliance to be able to wiggle in between 3 defenders to get into the 18-yard box. Really like that. You ask what's going through the minds of the players early on in this match when there can be a little bit of nerves going into a final, is to Just make sure first and foremost you're keeping it as simple as possible. You're locked into the game plan, and you're winning your individual duels. That is always what you're looking at. You look at the player in front of you. Can you be better than them? And then can you work very well in your small localities, typically in threes on the defensive side and the offensive side, to be able to be more advantageous in your mini communities, which permeates into good 11v11 football. When you talk about good 11v11 football and being on the front foot, SGA just earned their first corner of the afternoon. They are the aggressor here out of the first couple of minutes.
That was Eduardo Fuentes. Right on cue, you were talking about those one-on-one battles, sometimes lost in the shuffle when it comes to a soccer game. 11 on 11, but it was Fuentes. Clever little drag back towards the byline, and he's going to be the one to deliver. Right into the center of the area. A towering header clear from Grandin Culp. Can Club Ohio move into the attack for the first time? They can. It's an enterprising run down the right-hand side.
Fantastic run up the right side. That relieves so much pressure for Club Ohio. They've been dealing with having to make sure their defense was up to the task in the first 5 minutes here. But whenever you're able to progress up the field like that, earn a throw-in rather, deep in your attacking third, you allow everybody who's been defending to rest.
That was Oscar Romero on that gallivanting run down the right. It breaks for him inside the area, and he just tried to get that shot away over the shoulder. Out it goes for a goal kick. Both teams battle-tested in the tournament, as you'd expect. Both have gotten through at least one round on penalties. Saw the Champions League final determined via the penalty spot earlier on today. It's a super sports Saturday. Got Game 7 coming up in the NBA Western Conference, and we've got a championship fiesta here at Zions Bank Stadium in Harriman, Utah. Loose ball picked up by Nguyen, only for a second now, threaded in behind. It's the number 9 making the run. Velasquez timed his run to perfection. He cuts it around the defender. Velasquez takes it on himself, and he sends his screamer just wide. Apologies from the number 9, but he worked himself into a good shooting chance here.
It's a good ball into the channel, releases Velasquez. He's peeking over his shoulder, see if there's an opportunity to serve into the box or slide it across the face of goal. He does excellently to cut it back, to get it onto his left foot, and at that angle, that is the correct decision to have a strike at it.
Griffin Boswell, the goalkeeper, sends it long for SGA. Helping to settle was Marshall Dosus. Now the chop over the top from Mason. Underneath it was Luke Corzin. Center back onto it once more for SGA. Into the center circle it goes. Culp with the header back into the attack. Asking for a foul, and they will receive it. Club Ohio, just referee trying to see if there was an advantage there. There was none, and it's a free kick for Club Ohio. Slight tug of the shirt, and that leads to this set piece. We've already had 2 titles decided at the tournament in our first 2 matches of the day on our MLS YouTube page. Set piece is a big part.
Absolutely.
Club Ohio. Clipped forward by Brady Kassler. Maybe a second phase to come. Back in it goes from Culp. Defending well, the blue and white. 50-50. Won by Club Ohio to keep it in the attack. Mason turns on the Jets to get to the near side. Mason sizing up the defender. Help comes to block the cross, but it falls kindly, and that's a snapshot from Owen Bainbridge. Got power in it, but straight at the goalkeeper. Just not on the same page there, SGA. And now it's scooped up by Hunter Stoneberg. cords in there to head it away. Now slipped
Good
in.
ball.
Fabulous feed into the attack. And Bainbridge slips as he lets his shot fly. Momentum swinging back and forth here in the opening 10 minutes. Club Ohio now starting to get more and more on the ball with Dosus. Marcel Dosus taking on two defenders. He earns a throw. Back-to-back games with a goal for Dosus in their last 2 rounds, helping them book their passage through to the final. Ellis Rex. The long throw in, it's flicked on invitingly. Dosus was there, but so too was Marcos Ramirez. And that's an important bit of defending as eventually it ends up as a goal kick. Already 10 minutes gone in this U16 Academy final. Watching MLS Next Cup presented by Allstate. Loose ball, there's Efrain Ramirez. And now onto it is Christian Ferreira. Alexander Martinez.
It's a good ball on the channel.
Down the line it goes. Picked up by Fuentes. Fuentes cutting around the defender. They're asking that it was out of play. Club Ohio.
Flag goes up.
Off. Offside, Thomas, offside. Off.
And the referees are communicating that it was offside.
The second one, first one, 14, Captain.
So not over the line, offside. Either way, it's a free kick for Club Ohio. Mentions the earlier finals. Club Ohio, great tournament for the organization as their U15s made it to the Academy final earlier on this morning, the first of our 8 championship matches throughout the weekend, but they came up just short. Sporting Wichita 3-2, winning the U15 Academy final over Club Ohio. So these U16s will be trying to do one better than that age group a year underneath them. Offside flag is up on the near side. Center official needed some help to see it, as it will be a free kick for Club Ohio. Here's how the U16s reached this championship match. It was a 5-0 demolition of 1 Knoxville SC on Saturday in the round of 32. Then a 1-1 against 1 FC in the round of 16. As Dosus is onto it on the edge of the area. 2 defenders there. Dosus looking to hold it up, unable to do so. Throw-in manufactured well by SGA. They got a late equalizer against 1 FC on Sunday in that round of 16. Went on to win in penalties. A 90th minute winner by Marcel Dosus. Just 1 goal in it in their quarterfinal victory over Sporting City. And then on Thursday, semifinals, a second knockout round match that they got through on penalties. Club Ohio. And they've shown some fighting spirit as they came from behind in that one, 2-0 down, got 2 late goals to send it to penalties, and they got past Elmbrook United on pens into the final here today. Demonstrating that they know how to win tight games in the tournament. Speaking to their coaching staff, he called this group serial winners. 5-time state champions. Said they've been together, most of them, since they've been 8 years old or so. They won the NAL National Championship last year. They won the MLS Regional to get here. Highly complimentary of his side, this U16 Club Ohio team. And all that winning experience come to the fore here on this championship Saturday.
You talk about Club Ohio and their success and cohesion between the organization, players playing together for years on end, doing very well in their locality. There's a lot of very good, prolific, if you will, youth soccer players in that Ohio area. Club Ohio has a very good partnership with Columbus Crew. A lot of players have, started their foundation at this amazing club here, Club Ohio, and then gone on to the academy and professional ranks under the Columbus Crew umbrella. So whenever you see cohesion in the localities or state to state as far as helping our young youth really reach their potential and their dreams and beyond, I'm always a happy camper. So Club Ohio, continue to do what you guys are doing from an organizational standpoint, and having 2 teams in the final is by no mistake.
Nice feather in the cap for Club Ohio here this week. As Jaden Wynn can spin into the attack. He hands it off for Fuentes. Looking back towards Wynn. Wynn drags his shot well wide.
And Fuentes wanted the 1-2, if you will, wanted the ball to return back to him. Wynn was looking to find his name on the score sheet, though. I don't mind either way, because the shot there, should you catch it right, it's going to present more problems for the goalkeeper and Club Ohio. But if you do elect to bump it on for one more pass, Fuentes would have been in a very dangerous spot. So those 2 on that far side have been dangerous in flashes. Can they sync up with a little bit more chemistry? Here come Club Ohio.
Velasquez holding it up, inviting Dosus into the attack. Treating defensive work there from Luke Corzin. Club Ohio staff saying Columbus Crew, as you mentioned, Jalil, were a big factor in their bid to move from the Academy Division to Homegrown Division next year. And likewise, SGA will be moving to the Homegrown Division next season as well. Should clarify, next season, not next year, of course. Now it's SGA on the counter. As we take a look at their pathway to the final, they had 3 blowouts, but they also had to get by on penalties. That was in the quarters. 4-0 over Atletico FC in the round of 32. 4-0 over Celtic Storm in the round of 16. And 2-2, where they likewise had to come from behind. A late equalizer against Albion SC Riverside in the Tuesday quarterfinal matchup. Victorious on pens. And then getting past St. Louis Scott Gallagher, Illinois, in their semifinal matchup a couple days ago, 4-1. They have been in the goals in this tournament. Sonny G Academy out of Austin, Texas. Talked about the cohesion for this Club Ohio team. SGA also highlighting how tightly knit this group is. It's a school as well, so these are schoolmates as well as teammates. And Sonny G himself was saying this is the OG group that led to the foundation of the club. They've been together for 5 years or so now, and we're the first group really for SGA. All of a sudden breaks numbers forward. Max Neri for SGA. Edge of the area, looking for room. He slips the pass in. That's a good ball into the penalty spots. The black shirts converge defensively for Club Ohio.
The idea from SGA is 100% spot on and correct, but the defending for Club Ohio was on display there, doing a very good job to stay patient in their banks. They had cover, and they're able to ultimately relieve pressure by drawing a crucial penalty kick. It's good stuff, just waiting for the contact to present itself. Take that opportunity and then allow your team to be a little bit more calm under possession when they are looking to build out after a foul deep in your defensive third.
18 minutes gone, nothing to separate the teams thus far. The compliments from each coach to the opposition team looking like that was all honesty in the pre-match conversations we had. These two toe-to-toe so far in this U16 Academy final. Nice little flick around the corner there from Mason. He gets another touch into the attack, but that just races away from Oscar Romero. Throw-in to come for SGA. Stoneberg spinning along the sideline, trying to find Romero. Romero couldn't squeeze it through the defense. Couple beautiful flicks there from SGA to spark the counter. Fuentes at the heart of things. Now it's Manovic looking for the run of Silva. Cross smothered at the source. Silva can pick it up in the corner. His second cross smothered as well. And you heard this scream of celebration from Brady Kasler.
Yeah, that's good defending there from Kasler, because we talked about it earlier. Fuentes is that kind of release valve to be able to allow them to go through the middle and then attack with numbers on that right-hand side. But on the flip, when you have a defender like Kasler who can prevent very dangerous service wide, you're in a good spot. But now they're going to have to double down on their defensive prowess and do what they need to do here on this corner kick. How often in this tournament and just global football do we see how many problems corner kicks especially can present?
That was an issue for the U15s for Club Ohio in their championship defeat earlier this morning. Two hands in the sky on the near side. Whipped into the 6. Well defended the first time and the second. Running onto it. There he saw his shot blocked. Manovic, a hopeful pump forward, and Brian Ramirez commanding his area. Good communication there from the number 0. And we'll put it on the deck. Club Ohio trying to build from the back. Ames across to Culp. And back it goes to Ames. Now Culp along the line, looking for Bainbridge. Showing 2, and Ramirez found in a pocket of space. Ramirez spots the run of Fuentes.
Very good ball.
Drops
Fuentes
it.
will get to it.
Sorry. Drops a dime but behind the back line. Fuentes looking for Neri, not going to get there. Kasler in the way. Couple of volleys to get it clear. And that might turn into an out ball. Velasquez always on the chase. The back 2 there defensively for SGA.
Ramirez does a very good job there for SGA to make sure that he's first to that one. When you have to defend in that fashion, backtracking with the number 9 who has a step, or at least they were shoulder to shoulder, that can present a lot of problems there.
Here is the number 9, Velasquez. Back heel flick. Didn't quite come off. He was looking for Romero. And we've seen he's quick over a few yards, the number 9 in black and green.
Yeah, absolutely. Creative as well, inventive. Defenders don't necessarily know exactly which way he's going to ultimately try to finish play out. Talk about finishing plays out just here in the 23rd minute. SGA goes to the bench for the first substitutes on the afternoon.
Paulo Albadan and Joshua Guzman going to check in for the blue and white. As Jorge Silva and Max Neri will make way. So just about midway through this first half of action. Still 0-0. Perhaps a long throw to come from Club Ohio. Up towards Velasquez, who got the back flick header. And Boswell's going to walk the tightrope to keep it in his gloves. Good bit of defending along the far side from Ellis Rex. Ferreira loses out into the area of Club Ohio. Last-ditch defending is still alive, and then slipping Dosus. Unable to take advantage.
Chaos in front of the box there.
Big chance for Club Ohio amidst that chaos.
High press allows Club Ohio to find themselves in a very dangerous position here. You could see the last-ditch efforts from SGA, just unable to sort the feet out there, but SGA's goalkeeper does a very good job to make sure that he makes himself big. Crisis averted for SGA, but we've seen here now when Ohio gets into the dangerous areas of the pitch, especially where goals are scored, they come alive.
They step in unison, applying the pressure here, Club Ohio. Earning a throw a few yards into the attacking half. Velasquez nodding it on, and the way was Alexander Martinez. Martinez can't get past Stoneberg. Interception for the black and green. Stoneberg. He earns a corner. Opportunity now for a set piece for Club Ohio. Hunter Stoneberg turning defense into attack. Well, the two center backs are going to stay back for Club Ohio. It's the fullbacks who will join in the area ahead of this corner kick scenario. One of them's going to take it. That's Kasler. Two hands in the sky as he whips it towards the near post. He'll feel a bit aggrieved as the referee blew the whistle just before that tasty little corner kick service.
Yeah, it was a good service in toward a very dangerous area, creating a lot of confusion, but he'll actually be very happy that he gets a second chance at it.
So the referee wanted a word with the huddled masses, and that might just allow for Brady Kasler to recalibrate. Can he put in another testing ball? They're crowding the near post. Club Ohio, again, two hands in the sky. Kasler stings one in.
Oh.
Header flicked wide. A big chance there as Velasquez was up over everybody.
Velasquez has been the most dangerous attacking player on either side of the line. This is an excellent ball in there. Skips off of what looks like his forehead and then his left shoulder where he doesn't quite get the purchase on it that he would want. That's why he's a little bit frustrated. But mainly what you see in his body language is that, hey, if I get another clear-cut opportunity like that, I'm bound to bury it. He's been creating a lot of problems operating on that right side where he fades into the channel, tries to get down toward the end line to either facilitate or create his own goal-scoring opportunity. But we've seen there on his previous play that he's dangerous on set pieces as well.
He scored a goal in each of their first two matches in the tournament, including that late equalizer against 1FC in the round of 16. Just about half an hour gone. A goal kick for Boswell to lump it forward. Chases on along the far side. And it's a throw in for Club Ohio. Another throw in to come for Club Ohio. It's a good hurl towards the corner. Velasquez always looking likely to win the first ball in the air. Digging in defensively. And that's Albadan in a sub, able to earn a throw for SGA. Ames. Stronger in the 50-50. Good reading of the play. The center back Korsen stepping forward. He finds the feet of Fuentes. Fuentes dancing around one. Fuentes onto his right into traffic. Ames gets the block. And they complete the clearance. Club Ohio. Ramirez slipping it forward for Nguyen. Nguyen quickly past two. Quickly past the third. He's into the area and Nguyen just got a bit ahead of himself there. He was racing towards the byline, unable to do anything with it in the end.
It's good patient defending to just draw Win, the attacker, toward the end line and use that. Ooh, use the line as another defender. But you thought that Win maybe would have been able to wiggle free and then find service or cut it back there. I like what I've seen from Win early in this match. He's taking the bull by his horns when he has the opportunity to do so. When he's closer and closer to net, it becomes increasingly more dangerous. Definitely keep an eye out on him and track how he continues to affect this match.
Manovic back to the goalkeeper, Griffin Boswell. Just about half an hour gone. MLS Next Cup presented by Allstate. It's the U16 Academy Final. Still scoreless. Offside flag is up. Free kick to come for Club Ohio. Jalil Anibaba, what do you make of the opening third of this U16 final?
Through the run of possession, SGA has been the more dominant team. They've been able to play in, back, and through with a little bit more intricate passing than Ohio. But at this point in time, Ohio has had some of the better chances, if you will. Fuentes has been a handful to deal with, occupying the two center backs, getting down to the end line, being able to create a chance for himself. And corner kicks, they look dangerous as well. So for me, we're still waiting to see who is going to really take this game and open it up.
Closely contested start to the match here. Colder day than what we've been seeing throughout the tournament. The rainy morning, though, has made way for clearer skies in the afternoon. As Win, once again, not shy of taking on defenders. There to mop things up was Martinez. He can hold the ball in the attack now for Sonny G Academy. Fuentes. Well, he was looking to feed it into feet just as the run was made in behind. So on the same page, the attackers there. Velasquez slips down, a finger wag from the referee. He didn't see anything wrong with it. Able to hold things up, though, was Romero. And that will be a foul. Ramirez crashing in. Stoneberg looking for Velasquez, but Ramirez is there. And Ramirez splits the seams to find Nguyen. First time from Albadan.
Uh-oh.
Yaliasul pouncing on it. Nguyen wrestles the ball away, and he earns a free kick for Sonny G Academy. Frustration for Zamari Mason, just a talking to from the referee, but he does give away the ball and concede the free kick.
Yeah, and very clearly Mason just charges into the back of the play there. That's definitely going to be a foul.
Substitutions in the 33rd minute. First for SGA, leaving the match number 87, Christian Ferreira. Entering the match number 13, Kirsten Jackson.
Subs made on each side.
Leaving the match number 9, Patrick Velasquez. Entering the match number 6,
Asher Otto will check in, as well as Shot Zakarian for Club Ohio, and Kirsten Jackson checking in for SGA. Free kick for the blue and white of Sonny G Academy, standing over at the number 11, Alexander Martinez. He's going to go for goal. Martinez.
Oh.
And Ramirez just wanted to be sure. Ambling to his right. He touches it wide for a corner.
Just looking to stand this one up here. Had eyes for the top corner, but the goalkeeper just shuffles over. Is able to make a pretty clean and clear save there. I like the advantageous nature to have a strike on goal in the first half when there haven't been any goals scored. Sometimes you don't need to be as intricate and move it up the pitch or bump it on for a set piece for someone else.
Fuentes from the ensuing corner. Away as the shot from the goalkeeper, and away goes the header from Otto. Good clearing header as well, taking it out for the throw. Fuentes fakes the cross. Sends a defender into the sky. Fuentes rounds another defender. They're asking for a penalty. It's waved off by the referee. Floated back towards goal. And that had the goalkeeper Ramirez worried. Did he get fingers to it? The referee's having a conversation. It's been given as a goal kick. Big moment in the match this.
Yeah, and we can see Fuentes just picking his head up, trying to hit the secondary dribble, and in the end the refereeing crew gets that one exactly spot on. There's no contact, no penalty kick whatsoever. Fuentes, though, growing stronger and stronger in this game and more influential. One of the better players of the academy at SGA. He can play on either side of the 4-3-3, if you will, whether it's right or left. He has a dribbling ability to displace multiple defenders in one play here, and that last play epitomized that.
We saw him start on the left. He's now popping up on the right. He was just involved down the left-hand side from the corner. He'll pop it over the top, bouncing away from the on-rushing Pierce Jackson. Over the top, looking for Otto. Marked well by Corzin. Puts it into touch as we are into the final 10 minutes of normal time here at the end of the first half. Still no blood drawn in this championship match. Ramirez intercepts. Jackson checking back. Got past one, couldn't get past the second. And now it's Dosus who holds things up for Club Ohio. Culp, eyes up. He sees the run down the near side. Couldn't quite pick out Stoneberg. Underneath it was Corzin. Now Ramirez finding Nguyen. Albadan. A first time pop down the sideline, trying to find the runner. Joshua Guzman. Throw in earned by SGA. Quickly in it goes. Fuentes. First time he's not really been able to do anything. Ball at his feet. Ramirez reading the game well in this first half. He intercepts. Now it's with Fuentes. Fuentes. So calm on the ball that time around.
Yeah, and good patience as well.
Sometimes the blood gets flowing when you're up near the attacking box. Ramirez can saunter over to this one as he fakes back to the goalkeeper. Tried an intricate pass. A little touch away from Romero. Albadan challenging, but it's Rex to win it. And now here come Club Ohio. In behind it goes. Dosus is on the run. Dosus beyond the defender. Dosus!
Oh!
Off the post and out! Best chance of the match so far. Marcel Dosus was off and running for Club Ohio. The keeper's best friend comes to the rescue for SGA.
Yeah, and this is a very good through ball there to force SGA to have to face their own goal to try to catch Dosus. And it bounces up, skips up off the turf right before he elects to go for the strike with his left foot, and that puts him off just a little bit there. He'll want more opportunities like that, because if he can get in behind SGA defense, he can create a lot of problems there. Best chance of the afternoon.
Had the goalkeeper going the wrong way. Couldn't beat the post. What a threat. Marcel Dosus for this Club Ohio side. Manovic handing it off for Efren Ramirez. Nguyen to the far side. Cross floating in, and that's good goalkeeping. Ramirez. Hands up above the attacker. Referee counting down the seconds. Ramirez rolling into feet for Culp. Route 1 intercepted by Corzin. The pass from Romero will trickle all the way through for Boswell. Intercepted well by Mason. Romero trying to feed the feet of Otto. And now Mason onto the loose ball midway through the field. So carry from right to left here. Mason checking his shoulders, looking for reinforcements, handing off to Romero. Stoneberg. Stumble, he's able to keep the ball, back on it. Hunter Stoneberg. Spotted the run of Dosus, who got to it on the end line. Looked like it would roll away from him. He was fast enough to get there, but eventually it's in the hands of Boswell.
Dosus knew he was going to get there. I don't think anyone else on the pitch did, including his teammates. How well can Club Ohio use his pace, his ability to time his runs to their team's advantage?
Substitutions for Club Ohio. Leading the match, number
That will be the last action for Dosus here at the end of the first half. There's a couple new black and green Club Ohio men come out onto the fields. Mamadou Ba and Enzo Malabe Uyowa out onto the field for Club Ohio as we're into the final 5 minutes of normal time here in the first half. Fresh legs for the Ohioans. A little swerve inside from Manovic to the center circle, and nicely done by Nguyen under pressure. Cross into the area. Fuentes was lurking. Kassler cutting it out, and now a foul against Pierce Jackson. Free kick, Brian Ramirez, goalkeeper, going to come outside his area. They've been playing short throughout the first half. They'll continue with that MO. Nice idea, but can't quite match it with the execution there. Looking for the run of Kassler down the left-hand side. Down the line, the chase is on. Jackson beaten to it by Ames. First step in the brain there from Alex Ames. Back onto it, Ramirez. That's a clever bit of defending.
Absolutely. Composure as well. Just nod it back to your goalkeeper. The reason why he does that is so that the goalkeeper can pick it up with his hands. If you use anything other than your head or your shoulders, the goalkeeper can't, in fact, pick it up. Chest is okay as well, but typically anything below that, we're going to have an indirect kick going the other way.
Good awareness as well to know where those attacking players were lurking. Knowing where he needed to nod it back to maintain possession for Club Ohio. Stoneberg's going to slide it over to the right-hand side for that man who had the nice header. That's Ellis Rex. He'll hand it off now for Culp. Mason, little nutmeg. Beautiful bit of dribbling skill. Mason off and running for Ohio. The space closed up on Ba in a hurry. He's back onto it now, the number 10. Ba prodding it through the double team. Interception by Marcos Ramirez. Now Stoneberg picking it up. Stoneberg gets beyond two defenders. Mason into the area. Mason trying to get the cross away. Blocked right off his toes. Might have hurt a little bit there for Mason, though he's picked himself back up, and Ohio have picked the ball back up. 90 seconds or so of normal time remaining here at the end of the first half. Rex for Stoneberg. Dangling the leg was Albadan. Throwing to come for Club Ohio.
Ball up the channel there. Like the little pirouette and the nutmeg, saying, oops, excuse me. See you later. Catch me if you can.
Long throw in. Unorthodox the flick on, but it caused some consternation. Just scrambled away along the edge of the 6. Throw in for Club Ohio. As they will make a sub here right on the precipice of halftime. Umar Campeon. Hoping his name is nominative determinism here this afternoon. Campeon in to replace Zamari Mason. Long throw being prepared along the far side. Just inside the area. That's 2 defenders getting their heads to it. Move into a minimum of 2 minutes at the end of the first half. Stoppage time now before the break. Stoneberg picks it back up. Nobody hovering along the back post. Well controlled. Kassler there, preventing the counter. Fuentes slid in. Did he get the ball? He did not. And in fact, he's going to have a yellow card for that challenge. Eduardo Fuentes, first player in the book in this championship match.
And if you're an SGA fan or the coaching staff, that's not a sight that you want to see, because Fuentes is one of their best players. They're going to look through him to all of their facilitation when they come alive in the attacking third. We've seen that he can be versatile, playing on the right, playing on the left. But now with him in the book, he has to go about things in a more cautious fashion.
He'll have to be careful from here on in. Brady Kassler did well to marshal him, then earn this free kick. He'll take it himself. Lovely little chip to the back stick. Commanding goalkeeping there. Boswell punches it clear. Jackson tried to pop it down the line for himself.
And the referee has it talking to him. Again, I like that. I like it when a referee talks to a player, gives them a second chance.
Quickly taken from the throw. Loud yell from the keeper, Boswell, to command his area. Second ball there to be won. Jackson strong in the challenge. Spins back into pressure, but the ball falls kindly for the blue and whites of SGA. Fuentes and Kassler slides in.
Ooh.
But is called for the foul. Free kick now for Sonny G Academy. Those two in a good little tussle over the past few minutes.
Yeah, I like that matchup. In a final, you're not going to have anything easy. Even if you're winning the game, it's still not over till it's all said and done. And when the game is gridlocked like this, we're always asking, we're always looking for who is going to be the star to be remembered from these finals.
Might be the last action of the first half here, deep into stoppage time. Martinez lofting it forward from the dead ball, bounces up, an easy one for Ramirez. First half comes to a close. No blood drawn just yet. It's still scoreless between Sonny G Academy and Club Ohio. The U16 Academy Division. It's the championship match on this Super Saturday in Utah. Scoreless as we head to halftime. You're watching MLS Next Cup presented by Allstate.
My name is Brian Mollado. I play for LAFC 2 and my position is center defensive mid.
For Brian Mollado, wearing the black and gold has been more than a dream. Growing up in Los Angeles, Brian found more than just a club. He found a home.
It means a lot. Growing up here in LA, this is a club that gave me a lot of opportunities, which I'm really grateful for. Not only me, but my family. We're really grateful for this club, and it means a lot to me. You know, just wearing this badge every day, coming into the facilities every day, it just gives you that energy to work hard and just keep on progressing every day.
From the academy to the professional stage, Brian has grown with LAFC, on the field and off of it.
This club changes you a lot. It matures you at a young age for sure. I had a big injury 2 years ago, so I feel like that injury for sure made me more mature outside of the field. And also just the staff here, for sure, they push you outside of the field to be your better self.
That growth soon turned into recognition. Brian was named to the inaugural MLS Next All-Star Game in 2022.
You play with all the best from MLS Next, so it was a fun game. I had a lot of fun. It just gives you that encouragement to keep on pushing. And, you know, I told myself, you're doing great, but the job is not done. So just keep on pushing.
And in 2023, Moyado achieved a milestone that meant everything: his professional debut.
It meant a lot, not only for me, but for my family. We were very grateful for that opportunity that LAFC gave me. And that only meant one step closer, which was getting to the first team level. So it just motivates you to keep on working. It was a big accomplishment.
As a player, Brian prides himself on keeping things simple, dictating tempo, and doing the work that often goes unnoticed.
The way I would describe my game is, I mean, it's pretty simple. I keep it simple. I don't like to be too flashy. You know, 1-2 touches. I give some, I guess, tempo to the game. If we got to play quick, then we'll play quick. If we got to keep it calm, then we'll play calm.
What I like about Brian is that he's someone that has dealt with adversity. He's been through the injury process and has worked himself back to really good rhythm. He has a vision and really links us up in the midfield position to progress the ball in our possession progression. He's a hard worker and very good professional.
Moyado's journey has also included the honor of representing the U.S. on the international stage.
It was amazing, man. Those are good memories, memories that you never, you know, take for granted. It was great opportunities. It gives you exposure not only from here, from LA, but, you know, from all over the world. And it meant a lot for me, you know, just putting that badge on for the first time. It just gives you that energy to, you know, represent your country at the top level and give it your all every game, you know. I feel like just the intensity of these training camps is just so high. Everything is just so intense that you're always at your 100%. Bringing that into this environment back not only helps me, but also helps my teammates.
Through it all, Brian remains grounded, humble, hardworking, and focused on enjoying every step.
(3-2), a 5-goal thriller in the final in the U16 Academy Division at MLS Next Cup, presented by Allstate. Sporting Wichita, the champions over Club Ohio. We'll take a look at the full-time highlights. Wichita off and running, just about a minute gone into the match.
Confusion in the 6-yard box for everybody except for one player, and it's at the right-hand side of your screen, Kenyon Glanzer. We're going to be talking about him throughout the course of these highlights, but he gets it on and cracking early on in this match.
Bodies flying, and he slips through to tap it over the line. 1-0, just about a minute gone, but only a few minutes later, Club Ohio earning a penalty through the work of Magayon.
And then Watson steps up, looks at the goalkeeper, wrong foots him, opens up his hips, and says, okay, this is going to be a difficult match early on here. We are 1-1, level, let's go.
Then Sporting Wichita moves back in front from a corner.
Service into the 6-yard box right on the goalkeeper's head has been the name of the game for Wichita, and they double up on their luck with the tap-in right in front of the goal.
They were looking for a foul that wasn't given, and then right on the cusp of halftime, it was Kenyon Glanzer earning a free kick. Kenyon Glanzer,
yes,
scoring in style.
Is a finish that he is going to remember. I'm going to remember for a really long time, because the ability to go around the wall and into the top corner, the degree of difficulty is extremely high. We're going to keep going, Carter.
That was the last kick of the first half. 3-1 Sporting Wichita in front. And it was cagey in the second half, but 5 minutes from full time, Club Ohio pulled one back.
Yeah, I really like this here. Watson, he fades this out to the right-hand side, service into that wide area, but the ability to bang this one home, Fletcher does a very good job. And now, Carter, take us away.
Club Ohio made it a grandstand finish, but Sporting Wichita, hold on. It's Sporting Wichita 3-2, winners in the final, champions at MLS Next Cup.
The boys from Bergen have earned a championship. 1-0 over City SC San Diego. An early goal and then 85 minutes of defense. AJ Ricketts, Kalen Carr taking a look at how it happened. 5 minutes in, Derek Aguilar, one of the goals of the MLS Next Cup.
Yeah, it's so good. Aguilar just picks this one up. These are the moments you dream about the night before in bed, and they so rarely happen, but how about this? The little step on it creates a window, and how about that? Still a ton to do from there, and the strike is absolutely perfect into the top corner. It's 1-0 Bergen.
Absolutely nothing Layden Phillips could do with a quality strike of that nature. San Diego had their moments throughout the match. Here was Brendan Nguyen.
Yeah, and it's a lovely little 1-2 there, and Nguyen gets there, but how about this save here from Miller? In a tight area, in a crowd, full stretch with the left hand, gets the fingers to it. What a fantastic save from him.
Nguyen had 5 goals in this tournament. Amazing that he didn't have 6, but Ryan Miller was up to task. Another chance here.
Yeah, and Nguyen was one of the better players in this age group throughout the tournament for me, and was continuing to press. They moved him more to the 9 position to get him closer to goal, but each time seemed like Miller was able to adjust. This is good footwork leading up to this to get back into position.
San Diego would not go quietly into the night. Again, in the dying moments, the win just curls it wide. That was one of the final chances there.
Yeah, Bergen do a good job of just keeping bodies in front of him, and he just tries to pick out that top corner. Wasn't enough, and ultimately, really good performance. Bergen, the champions.
Can't rush in like a roulette. You can't name a better duet. Don't ask questions, trying to figure out what sound. Don't worry about what next. Just wanna know what's next. Man, I say it so loud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now. Oh yes, man, I say it oh so proud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now.
Welcome back in. It's halftime in the U16 Academy Division Championship match at MLS Next Cup presented by Allstate. Nothing to separate SGA and Club Ohio at the break.
Club Ohio has a half chance here. Catch and practice at the end of the day for the goalkeeper there. But when you talk about what Club Ohio is looking to do, they're trying to probe and prod and get behind the defense, and they're not trying to make it too cute or intricate, which I like, trying to get shots off there. You'd like to think if they are able to catch it a little bit more square on in the second half, they'll have more opportunity to find the back of the net.
Most of those half chances were coming from the black and green in the first half as they stepped high, and this was one of those half chances. Fell just beyond the reach of Marcel Dosus.
Yeah, Dosus just unable to sort his feet out here. You'll see him show up at the bottom of your screen, left-hand side rather. Looking to just find the back of the net to go against the grain there. The goalkeeper makes a good save in the end. That's a good touch there to make sure that that one does not find that top corner. Again, like you said, Carter, not much to split between these two sides.
And then the best chance of the first half came to Marcel Dosus.
Yeah, Dosus getting in on a good through ball. Very unfortunate here. Again, has a bit of trouble sorting out his feet in the end, and goalkeeper and the defenders close down the angle. Best chance of the afternoon so far. In this second half, whether it's through the run of play in regulation or penalties, we will have a champion.
0-0 at the break. Kickoff for the second half. You're watching MLS Next Cup presented by Allstate. It's the U16 Academy Division Final. Sonny G Academy, Club Ohio. They've switched sides, of course. It's the blue and white of SGA. Now right to left here in this second half. Along with Jalil Anibaba, I'm Carter Augustine. Thank you for joining us wherever you are. The third of our 4 championship finals on this Super Saturday. A super sports Saturday around the world. And we'll have 4 more championship matches tomorrow at the tournament for you as well on MLS YouTube channel. Now an opportunity straight from the second half kick. Free kick for SGA, which is chipped in. About level with the penalty spot. Well dealt with. A race to the far side. It's kept in well. Jorge Silva back in the match to number 9. Dip of the shoulder, trying to get round the defender. Kasler there to block the cross, but it is at the expense of the second half's first corner.
Hey, Mark.
Over to the far side is the left back, Alexander Martinez. They're hovering around the penalty spot, the white and blue shirts. Ramirez whipping it in low towards the near post. Awkward defending. Club Ohio onto the loose ball. Handball from Joshua Menovich. Free kick for Club Ohio. Brandon Culp gonna lump it long from the dead ball. Second ball picked up by Zamari Mason. Mason gets past one, little scoop towards his right. Oh. Romero in behind it goes for Ba. Ba digs out across from the end line, or does he? Just rolled away from him, out of play. Goal kick to come for SGA.
Just trying to get toward the end line there. And I think it was offside. That's what the call was, because I didn't see it roll over the line. In the end, Ohio has the ball back there, looking to continue on their attack early on in this second half.
And it goes for Dosus off the top of his head and into the gloves of Griffin Boswell. Boswell. Good bit of distribution, and it's plucked out of the sky by Ferreira. Hunter Stoneberg's been putting out some fires throughout the course of the match for Club Ohio. He finds Dosus, who finds a throw-in. Fuentes gets it back. Stops in his tracks, little scoop through. Awkward for Ames, hit him in an awkward spot on the block. His teammates able to complete the clearance. If this match does end all square, it will be 2 5-minute extra time periods before any potential penalty kick shootout. Tournaments went straight to penalties in every round except for the final. So an extra 10 minutes if it does come to that point for teams to try and make the difference out on the pitch.
Good ball out from the goalkeeper there.
Martinez unable to glide past the defensive work of Ellis Rex.
And the way the game is playing out right now, you would like to think that overtime and maybe eventual penalty kicks are on the horizon. But what typically happens when you get later into the game is it'll start to open up. You'll start to see fatigue play into it. You'll start to see maybe anxious energy or nerves or just overall frustration with such a cagey match. And it's who can capitalize on those maybe mental lapses or mistakes, or who can just be more disciplined and continue to forge through and forward on your game plan here. So football is a game of patience typically, and this game is going to be about the more disciplined and patient team.
Still a long, long ways to go till the 90th as the free kick is pumped into the area. It's to the outside. Fuentes running onto it. No, that was Efren Ramirez onto it. Now it's Fuentes stumbling as he tried to dribble through two. Dosus can't find the out ball. Intercepted by the blue and white, the Albiazul of Sonny G Academy. And they'll work it along the back line for Marcos Ramirez. Martinez. And Josiah Garcia getting some tick here in the second half. Involved in the build-up. That's a good ball. It bounces over the top into the number 9. Silva skies his effort.
Yeah, but I like that movement up the pitch from SGA. In, back, and through on the left-hand side. Good cohesion and understanding from left side of the defense, and then getting it into that midfield with the eventual switch of play to create more than a half chance. It's a clear chance there. The finish isn't what SGA would have wanted, but I like that. Here come Ohio.
Otto, willing runner in behind. He gets stuck in, wins the 50-50. Otto trying to square it, and there's a slide challenge from Corzin to intercept. Just broke kindly there for Club Ohio with the run in behind from Asher Otto. Two center backs for SGA have been on point thus far, Corzin and Ramirez. And there they were to cut out that little moments of danger. Corzin to the far side for Manovic. Little leave from Nguyen as he let it roll through to Ramirez, but Ramirez finds himself in a spot of bother. Rex back for Culp, and all the way to the goalkeeper, Brian Ramirez. First time, flick round the corner, and in a touch. Martinez rushing the throw in towards Fuentes. Culp was there for the black and green, but it's back again with SGA. Ferreira didn't hear the footsteps. Pinched off his toes by Ba. It's a scramble for possession in the center right now. Fuentes.
Nice.
Just clipped the heels of Silva as he made the run, and he can't get beyond Culp. Touch spotted by the referee right in front of the SGA bench. They're not well pleased with that decision. It's a throw in for Club Ohio. by Alex Martinez. Quickly in from the throw. Ramirez there first. Martinez in as well. Still alive in the attack. Strength in the 50-50. Quick feet as well from Romero. He'll drop it off. Rex. Cross into the area is a good one. Flash header straight at Boswell. First real chance of the second half there. Boswell has had his positioning spot on thus far in the match. Nguyen through the double team. Ferreira holding things up. Manovic looking long towards Fuentes. Fuentes takes it off the chest. Fuentes looking for space, inviting Manovic forward. Manovic into the area. Manovic with the cross straight at Ramirez. Just about 10 minutes gone. Chances on both ends.
Yes, very good service into the box. Looking for the striker in Otto. He gets good purchase on the header there. It's good goalkeeping in the end, but I like that there. It's good ball in between the two center backs. Goal scorer looking to find himself on the score sheet as he exits the match.
Asher Otto came on as a sub for the number 9 Patrick Velasquez. Those two will flip-flop here in the second half. And also Owen Bainbridge going to check in as he replaces Mamadou Ba. Double change 10 minutes into the second half for Club Ohio. We're still scoreless. This U16 Academy final. MLS Next Cup presented by Allstate. Sky high into the area and well read by Culp. Fly to the ball. He's get the header clear. On the race is Kasler into the attack. Again, the blue and white shirts back defensively in numbers. And they will earn a throw in along the far side. Of course, these two teams fighting for the trophy here as they've reached the final, but players on an individual level will be wanting to showcase their talents for the multitude of scouts in attendance throughout the week. Of course, plenty of young stars applied their trade at MLS Next Cup in the past. Might we see one of these young men become the next to make his name as a young professional? Joining the ranks of Peyton Miller, Xavier Gozo, Benjamin Cremaschi.
Talk about the pathway. You have to talk about the organizations as well. We talked about how, well, Club Ohio has good synergy with the professional team in their area, obviously, Columbus Crew. On the other side of the line, there's a lot of support, prowess, and good coaching in the SGA Academy as well. People who are very familiar with MLS greats and ballers, they know Kakuta Mane. He is the head coach of the U13s, U14s as well. He has an excellent track record in helping the youth in that area. So on both sides with both organizations.
Romero hands it off. That's a curling effort. The goalkeeper was rooted in this spot, and he watches it high and wide from Owen Bainbridge.
Yeah, that's a very good strike there. Just talking about how both organizations have put their teams and players in the best opportunity for them to be able to succeed. And when you talk about success, what you're looking to do down on the pitch is to get the ball in this dangerous area, looking to curl it into that top corner. That is not a bad strike. When you talk about the best opportunities that we've seen throughout the course of this match, they've came through very good play from Columbus, or from Ohio.
Fuentes escaping the first defender. A little touch away from Bainbridge. Win onto the loose ball in the center circle, keeping it alive for SGA. As we mentioned in the first half, both of these clubs will be moving up to the homegrown division next season.
Giving them more exposure, better competition to play against, to test themselves against. Of course, it allows their success to be tested And you'd like to think that they're both ready for that next step. Advancing into the finals here, and we're seeing 60 minutes into this game. It's an extremely tight affair. Nothing to separate these two teams. And when you talk to members of academy setups, whether it's players, directors, coaches, even parents, they're all looking to have a more robust platform, and that's what MLS Next has provided for our youth throughout North America, where they're able to test themselves against the best, be able to showcase themselves against international talent as well in certain tournaments, whether it's GA Cup or other competitions. And it's just an overall testament to the growth, and it to some people feels like it happens slowly, to others it feels like it's meteoric.
Nguyen carries it forward. He hands it off to Fuentes. Fuentes still looking for room. Fuentes! Onto the roof of the net. He was always searching for that little bit of shooting space. It was Nguyen and Fuentes combining. They have looked the most likely in the white and blue so far.
Yeah, they really have. They've been connecting and putting Ohio in situations where they have to get a lot of numbers around the ball. This is good defending, though, because they shift. They don't sell themselves too early. They know that Fuentes is looking for that favorite spot that you were talking about there, Carter, to be able to get a clear-cut shot at goal, unable to because of the defense of Ohio.
Nguyen eyeing the run of Silva. Silva chases it down, keeping it in on the end line. In support, Nguyen arriving. Nguyen across for Ramirez. Back to the far side. Silva. Manovic first time cross in towards Fuentes. Took a big swing at it, but he was beaten to it by Grandin Culp. And actually, it's Fuentes who's come off the worst from that challenge. And this is a moment of worry for SGA. He was lining up to hammer it on the volley, but Grandin Culp got there first for Club Ohio.
Good service and setting up Fuentes, for the strike, and he just goes shin to shin there.
Just a case of the Peter Griffins there, holding his shin.
Yeah, and you can even see how small the shin guards are that Fuentes is wearing. I'm not really too sure why so many players are wearing shin guards that are non-existent. So you don't leave yourself with much protection there, especially a player of his excellence. You're always going to have defensemen who are just charging in, trying to get to the ball. There's no harm, no foul there, but if you are going against defenders who have a little bit more malicious intent, you can find yourself in even more serious trouble.
It is a trend we're starting to see,
which I don't
in the pros as well.
Yeah, I don't like it at all.
I'll yell at that same cloud with you, my friend. Doesn't seem like it really affected the top ballers of the past, having some shin guards that actually protected the shins. Fortunately, at least here today, it looks like Fuentes is going to be able to continue. He is walking gingerly, though, as that's intercepted by Stoneberg. Scoop over the top, looking for Velasquez, instead finding the gloves of Boswell.
In regards to the whole shin guard conversation, I understand. Look, I went through it. My dad used to tell me, hey, you need to be wearing shin guards all the way from knee down to ankle. But there's style that comes into play, I understand. But I think a happy medium is something that younger players can find nowadays, where the style is tip-top shape, but there's also certain protection to protect one's career.
The balance of swag along with utility. Such a fine line.
Substitutions for SGA.
SGA going to bring some fresh legs out onto the pitch.
George Silva.
Max Neri and Evan Essig going to check in for Jorge Silva and Josiah Garcia. Double change as we're into the final half hour. Still scoreless. SGA looking to change that. Beautifully clipped over the top. Fuentes onto it. He cuts it back from the byline. Just onto the pitch is the 23. Neri looking to get a testing cross in, and The back line of Club Ohio up to the test. Excellent reading of the play there. Stoneberg not fooled by the eyes as he intercepts. Comes off Alexander Martinez. Throwing to come for Club Ohio. Free kick now for Club Ohio. Such a tightly contested game. Might one of these set pieces be the difference maker in the end? We've seen Brady Kasler. He's been good on the dead ball with his left foot.
He's got a wand of a left. Look for him to just kind of whip it to drop it into the corner of the far 6-yard box.
Does float it to the top of the box. He might get another opportunity. Everybody on their heels as he lumps it over the top, and it's an easy one for Boswell. Boswell wants to get going in a hurry. Decent idea, but there was Alex Ames to snuff out the danger.
Yeah, well done from Ames to just step in there.
Looked like Essig might have a little bit of room. Ames said not so fast. Ames there first on that aerial from the throw. He wins it back. Velasquez takes it off the chest. Working back defensively was Ramirez. And now there's some room to roam on the left-hand side. Martinez instead going to come infield for Ramirez. Ramirez can't fit it past Stoneberg. Another interception for Hunter Stoneberg, and he's off and running. Stoneberg rounds the defender. Stoneberg keeps it alive. He slips it in for Romero. First time cross. Flag is up against Oscar Romero. That age-old battle. He'll argue the pass should have come a bit sooner. Passer will say he should have held his run. In the end, the offside gives possession back to SGA. Lumped into the attack. A little bit of a miscue. And then a little tug of the arm to make that miscue meaningless. Bainbridge back onto it. He earns the free kick. And they are going to send bodies forward again. Some pragmatism shown by Club Ohio in this 0-0. Just a couple steps into the attacking half. Brady Kasler on the dead ball once again for the black and green. This time he curls it low towards the penalty spot. In the way was Corzin. Culp. A low stinger. Away by Martinez. Pinballing back and forth. It's in behind. Velasquez onto it in a flash. Cleared off the line.
Oh,
that's a painful looking one. A head injury. The referee stops play after a bit of heroism from Marcos Ramirez. The goalkeeper down as well. Bodies hitting the deck in this championship final.
Yeah, somewhat of a unassuming ball over the top. Oh, the goalkeeper there is collateral damage. That looks like a knee to the face. And then bodies just continuing to come together there. Seems like a few potential head injuries here. So trainers are going to come out, support staff, medical staff are going to make sure here that all of our young players are okay.
Couple of head injuries there for SGA as it was a bouncing ball over the top, and we talked about it in the first half. Patrick Velasquez makes up the ground in a hurry. Those first few yards, he is rapid.
Yeah, he really is there. Opportunistic as well, just continues in on his run. My focus and concern is to down there on the pitch. All going to see first and foremost, we have paramedics, trainers, medical staff to make sure that everybody is okay here. And again, just a ball over the top. And then right there is the contact. Goalkeeper goes down and inadvertently makes the block as he's laying there, but wow, again, you just hope that they're okay.
Yeah, a couple of really vicious comings together there. First, a knee to the face of Griffin Boswell, the goalkeeper. And as Jaleel said, we are hoping that this is nothing too serious, but it looked rather painful for both he and Marcos Ramirez, as Ramirez was caught by the elbow of Owen Bainbridge on that follow-up. Ramirez has been a rock at the back for SGA. They started off the tournament with 2 clean sheets, and they only have 1 goalkeeper listed on the roster in Griffin Boswell. These are 2 key players down, but outside of the footballing importance, we are hoping that these 2 are okay, as it is 0-0 here in the U16 Academy Division Final. You're watching MLS Next Cup, presented by Allstate.
Yeah, boys hear sentiment, flow tastes sweet like cinnamon. Open up doors, I'm a gentleman. View top floor, I'm still staying ahead of them. Running on fumes and adrenaline. Do what I do best, can't rush in like a roulette. You can't name a better duet. Don't ask questions, trying to figure out what sound. Don't worry about what next. Just wanna know what's next. Man, I say it so loud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now. Oh yes, man, I say it oh so proud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now.
Two Sonny G Academy players suffering nasty knocks. We wish for the best as the training staff is out to see to them. Still scoreless in this one. We've got 1 more match to go here on this championship Saturday. 6 p.m. local time here in Utah. It will be the U16 homegrown final. Barca Residency Academy against Total Football Academy. And a reminder to join us again tomorrow, as we'll have the final 4 championship matchups beginning at 9 a.m. local time, as we move on to the U17 and U19 Academy and homegrown divisions. All of those matches available on our MLS YouTube channel. Right now, the focus and the worry is about the health of the SGA players. Marcos Ramirez, good to see he's up on his feet, but it really was a nasty coming together for Griffin Boswell, taking that knee to the face. As he was brave, the goalkeeper, to come out and deny this chance from Patrick Velasquez. Not really the elbow, but more the shoulder on the follow through from Bainbridge onto the face of Ramirez. And this is a worrying moment. We are thinking about Griffin Boswell. Training staff out to see to Griffin Boswell. We are hoping, and it's nothing too serious. The goalkeeper down for Sonny G Academy, and we're going to step away here at MLS Next Cup.
They say the world's game is played everywhere. This is how we play it here. Every weekend across North America. From Vancouver's mountain rain to the shores of Florida. From the city of angels to the heartland. The world's brightest stars light up our fields.
Let's go.
And our fans bring the world to life. In every language, in every city. One game, one roar. Sold out nights under lights. New soccer citadels rising from coast to coast. Every chant, every goal, another brick in a growing relief. Now, the world's biggest stage comes to our home. And when they arrive, they'll find the game's heartbeat has been here all along.
Welcome back into Zions Bank Stadium. The score is 0-0 between Sonny G Academy and Club Ohio, but nobody's really thinking about the scoreboard at the moment. Everyone wishing for the best for Griffin Boswell, the SGA keeper. Needing extensive treatment out on the pitch here. MLS Next Cup U16 Academy Final. And certainly the SGA players and staff are worried about their teammate, Griffin Boswell. Looks like Eduardo Fuentes has grabbed the gloves. As mentioned, they just have the one goalkeeper on the roster. So one of their standout performers out on the pitch looks like he will take the backup position, deputizing in between the posts.
You can see the concern on the face of the coaching staff, and you can feel the energy down there on the pitch that everyone is, you know, taking a mental step aside from the actual game, making sure that, you know, all focus kind of goes toward Boswell, because that is never a sight that you want to see. Collisions of that nature. Goalkeepers are some of the bravest players down on the pitch. They often have to use their body as collateral damage. They have to stand strong when incoming danger is approaching their 18-yard box or anywhere where they operate. And man, he first and foremost saves what was looking like a very clear-cut goal, and then now it's unclear where his health stands, and we all just hope that it is in a space where he's okay, or he will be okay very soon.
And of course the medical staff are taking all the precautions, and that's where your head goes, just hoping that it's the medical staff being cautious here. But this is a really scary moment for everybody in attendance, especially for the players out on the pitch, especially for those teammates of Griffin Boswell. An impromptu chat from each coach. It's going to be so difficult to return to action here. Just how he went to ground immediately. It was just such a scary incident. Everybody here at Zions Bank Stadium is thinking about Griffin Boswell. Been stopped for some time here at Zions Bank Stadium as the medical staff attend to Griffin Boswell for SGA. Welcome back to Zions Bank Stadium. A lengthy injury delay, and everybody here is thinking about Griffin Boswell, goalkeeper suffering a nasty knock to the head for SGA. And we want to credit the medical staff. They were not going to rush at all with his health at the utmost importance. And so everyone on our crew, certainly everyone here in the stadium, sending the very best wishes towards Griffin Boswell. And of course, it's an emotional moment for his teammates. We spoke about how tight-knit this group is. Not only is this a soccer club, it's a school. These are schoolmates along as teammates. And it's going to be hard to just get back to soccer after such a scary moment. Just about a 23-minute break there to attend to the injured Griffin Boswell. We're back in action. U16 Academy final, still scoreless between SGA and Club Ohio. Along with Jalil Anibaba and Carter Augustine. Jalil, it's going to be tough to get back to the soccer after that.
Extremely unfortunate, and yes, I completely agree. Yes, it is a final. Both teams are trying to become victorious, but we're going to see in the next couple of minutes here how the football settles back in. But anytime there is a scare like that, all you're thinking about is safety, thinking about Griffin Boswell's family as well. They're surely watching on either here live or tuning in. Just want to let you know that we're thinking about you guys as well.
Medical staff, we're not going to hurry. And they're out quickly to see to him. The referee stopped play from the head injury as well. Fortunately, he had to be carted off, but we saw his teammates surround him, yelling, "Go Griff." Now it's back in action. There is a championship match going on here. U16 Academy Division. It's Eduardo Fuentes who has taken the gloves. He will be the deputy goalkeeper. They only have one on their roster, SGA. So Eduardo Fuentes, who has been one of their most potent attacking players throughout the course of the match, will now be in between the pipes for Sonny G Academy.
Yeah, and I respect that a lot from Fuentes, stepping up and doing a service for his club and his teammate to be able to step in between the sticks.
Free kick curling right onto the goalkeeper, punched away by Ramirez. Loose ball on the edge. Shot from Jaden Nguyen. Now the ball in behind. Bainbridge on the chase. Offside against Owen Bainbridge. Free kick to come for Sonny G Academy. And the clock says the 90th minute, but as mentioned, 23 minutes or so for that injury. So we are far from over here in this championship match. Foul committed by Brady Kasler. Free kick to come for Sonny G Academy.
23 minutes will be added to the match.
And there it is, 23 minutes up on the fourth official's board. 23 added minutes after the 90 as the clock kept ticking. Free kick for SGA. Testing ball in. Ramirez commands his area well. 50-50 along the bench area for SGA. You wonder how they can focus on the match as Velasquez touches it beyond the defender. Velasquez into the area. He cuts it back. Velasquez just over the bar. Frustrated with himself, the number 9, as he cut out space for the shot.
Velasquez has been dangerous all game long here. Uses his technical ability and skill to get behind the defense, then cuts back, is looking to find that top corner with his left foot. He wants that one back there, but I like what I've seen from the young man throughout the course of this match so far.
I was just going to say, it's going to be difficult for SGA, you think, to focus on the match, but also, of course, they will have their teammate in the back of their minds and wanted to complete the job for him here this afternoon as well. There is a bit of good injury news because there was 2 players down injured, and Marcos Ramirez at least is able to continue. Suffered a bit of a bloody nose as he took a shoulder to the face as well. So at least a smidgen of good news from that lengthy injury timeout. There is Marcos Ramirez, gonna tough it out, still able to go after he received medical treatment as well. Free kick for Club Ohio. Kasler. Low the trajectory into the box, and Fuentes gathers it in his gloves. Rex back again to Culp. As you would imagine, air kind of out of the stadium here at Zions Bank Stadium. Dosus leaving it for Kasler along the far side. Kasler racing in behind. Kasler gets across along the 6. Little stab at it. Fabulous defending to block it away. On the rebounds, Club Ohio take the lead. It's Patrick Velasquez peeling towards the corner flag. Club Ohio 1, SGA 0.
This is good stuff on the right hand or left hand side rather, getting toward the end line and putting in good service that creates a lot of confusion for the defense here. And he's been excellent all afternoon. Makes no mistake about that one with his left foot there. He's able to find the back post, but this is how it starts. Getting toward the end line. When you flash the ball across the face of goal and the defense is still facing their own goal, they don't exactly know exactly how, when, and where to track the ball. If they make the wrong step, it could be an own goal there, but take nothing away from the goal scorer because that is an excellent finish. 1-0 to Ohio.
Velasquez firing in for the 3rd time this tournament. It's his first since the round of 16. It's Max Neri now on the ball for SGA. Headed away, Romero with his back to the halfway line. He's going to hand it off, looking for Mason to get it clear. Stepping in, deft defensive header for Corzin as he keeps it in the attacking half. Checking to his Ferreira. Spinning, looking for options. He's going to drop it back to Corzin, who finds a good pocket of space for Nguyen from a long way out. Straight at Ramirez.
Nguyen has been dangerous too all afternoon. He's typically been the facilitator to Fuentes, who's ironically between the sticks now after the injury to Boswell, but there's going to be somebody on SGA who is really going to be able to create an offensive moment. You would think it would be him or it would come through him.
Velasquez pointing for the ball in behind. That's where it goes, but Fuentes out from between his posts to claim. And of course, that's the last thing anyone's thinking about after the injury to Boswell, but they are losing one of their key contributors out on the pitch with Eduardo Fuentes dropping back. Goalkeeper comes outside the area. He got there first, did Ramirez. Not given as a foul. Throw in behind for Essig to give chase. Keeps it from going out for the goal kick, but it will be a throw in for Club Ohio.
Direct ball into the channel. Goalkeeper gets to it and crashes through the goalkeeper. That's typically a yellow card, but foul isn't even awarded.
Quickly in from Martinez on the throw. Pete from Ramirez. Not able to get past the double team. It's Bainbridge. Can't thread it through. That was a moment to send Marcel Dosus in behind. 7 minutes gone out of the 23 added on. That's a lovely ball in. Ferreira on the spin. So quickly into the attack there, Sonny G Academy, and Christian Ferreira did well to turn and get a shot away.
This is good stuff here. But Ferreira to just get this out of his feet. That first touch sets it all up here. Doesn't have much of an angle, and I like the fact that he goes there for power. Looking to just drill that one into the back of the net. Ferreira, he's been quiet this afternoon, but if you're Ohio, you don't want to let him get confident in this match.
Ball down the line. Romero on the chase, and he does get there ahead of Martinez. Those two shoulder to shoulder. Martinez recovering well, and he stands up tall to the challenge, winning it back. Free kick for SGA. Neri. Give and go, and he showed too much of it, telegraphing that pass. Picking it off is Mason. Mason running out of ideas. Throwing to come for Club Ohio. Triple change to come for SGA. Paulo Albadan going to check back in. Javen Martinez going to get his first bit of action. And Joshua Guzman going to check back in as part of that triple change.
And number 7, Evan Essig.
Essig.
Entering the match, number
Neri.
5, Paulo Albadan. Number 8,
checking out,
Galvin
as well as
Martinez.
Efren Ramirez.
And number 93, Joshua Guzman.
Sets of fresh legs out onto the field for Sonny G Academy. Long throw into the area. Mason was there, but the loose ball was picked up by the white and blue. Well, it nearly was. Eventually, it is Pierce Jackson emerging. Tackled out of play by Kasler. Up towards the feet of Albadan. He can't make it stick. Throw in the defensive zone for Club Ohio. SGA did score a late equalizer on Tuesday in the quarterfinals. They have shown their mettle in the tournament. Mason times the challenge well as he slides in, and it falls after the slide tackle to Romero. Tried to get the run around the outside. Martinez having none of it. Up towards Guzman. Comes off his face a bit awkwardly. Little chip in the traffic, intercepted by the white and blue. Scrum for possession, tug of the shirts. Referee spotted it. Free kick to come for SGA. Martinez waving everybody forward in the white and blue shirts. Line held just a step inside their own 18 by Club Ohio. It's up towards the edge of the half moon and headed clear. Ramirez side foots it forward. Touch to help it on from Corzin. Culp with a no-nonsense clearance there for Club Ohio. Just about halfway through the 23 minutes added on at the end of the 90. If you're just joining us, that was because Griffin Boswell went down injured, and a reminder that we are all sending our bests for Griffin Boswell and his family and friends. Throwing now for Club Ohio. They saw their U15 club mates come one step short of lifting the trophy. The runners-up in the U15 Academy Division earlier on this morning. Got about 11 minutes to try and hold on here after that goal from Patrick Velasquez. That's a high boot. Ramirez called for the foul. Free kick. This is a potent position for Club Ohio. And we've seen the left foot of Brady Kasler has been serving in some testing delivery so far in the match. Owen Bainbridge looks interested as a right-footed option. Those two conversing on the dead ball along the near sideline. One in the wall for SGA. It's Kasler. Went for goal underneath the wall. It is the backup goalkeeper, but that wasn't really close to testing Eduardo Fuentes. Martinez, first time, tried to spot the run of Jackson along the far side. Now Ferreira making himself available in the center circle. That's good hold-up play. Oh, they had options left and right. It does bounce kindly back into the path of Nguyen. He hands it off to Jackson. Jackson into the area. Jackson. Tight angle into the gloves of Ramirez. Decent chance as it bounced kindly. Jackson unable to do anything after he was thread through by Nguyen. Fuentes shuffling it forward to Corzin. We have some good news about the condition of Griffin Boswell. He is stable as he is on his way to the hospital. So that's some good news to hear.
What? No, wasn't. You literally saw it. I touched it first and then touched him.
Heard the argument from our pitch side mics there. They wanted a corner kick, Joshua Guzman and SGA. It's been given as a goal kick. Just to reiterate, Griffin Boswell is in stable condition as he's being taken to the hospital here in the Salt Lake City area. Corzin Long ball forward. Underneath it is Culp. Two center backs have been titanic so far for Club Ohio. They already have 2 clean sheets in the tournament in their 4 games coming into today. They know another would make them champions. Worked to the near side for Martinez. Curling went up to the edge of the D, headed away by Stoneberg. And the coach for SGA is pushing his players forward for the throw. Trying to up the urgency here. Martinez. He's been the one pushing forward here for SGA. The left back once again has his cross blocked. Onto it is Javen Martinez into traffic. Stooping header away from Culp. Martinez again making himself available. Down the line for Albadan. Albadan, room for the cross. He finds a teammate inside the half moon. It just wouldn't fall quickly enough for Ferreira. Looking for the 1-2. Ferreira back to Nguyen. Nguyen touches it round to the defender. It did take a deflection. He's not going to let it out for the corner. Back it goes to Albadan. Cross in on the edge of the 6. Away by Mason. Corzin swerving past one. Ramirez showing too much of it to Kasler, who was racing down the sideline to try and keep it in play. He's going to be called for a yellow card. Well, he was confused, Kasler. Maybe a bit unfortunate to see yellow. It's going to be a throw-in for SGA. Going to be a substitution for Club Ohio, as it's the hero right now, the match winner, Patrick Velasquez. As it stands, his goal is the difference. He's being replaced by Ashot Zakarian. Just about 5 minutes remaining of the 23. Ramirez. Manovic. Down the line, but over the line. So he tried to find Jackson. Outside of the boot, that's a clever pass. Now it's into Albadan. Albadan takes aim. Had the goalkeeper worried, backtracking. In the end, out for a goal kick.
Again, when the facilitator there getting it into the dangerous area, there's opportunity to bump it, maybe one more pass, and you could walk it in there. SGA is looking for any opportunity to find an equalizer late here in this game.
Over the top from Dosus. Towards the corner flag goes Zakarian. They haven't really had to kill a game off in the tournament so far, Club Ohio. They found late equalizers to send 2 of their matches to penalties. A 5-0 demolition back on match day 1. Didn't really have to sweat that one late on. And then the quarterfinals was a 1-0 where they scored in the 90th minute. So how do they hold on to a late lead?
Yeah, looking to finish it off. They look to be pushing the issue to find that second goal to slam the door shut.
That's Stoneberg trying to do that just now as he darts his way through the defense. Stoneberg up towards the back post, nobody there in black. And there is some space to perhaps hit on the counter. Martinez sliding it in for Alalan. Little touch from Korsen, the center back, who's high up the park now. Well defended in the end by Club Ohio. Getting back defensively, Guzman got a toe to it. Referee played a long advantage before he gives a free kick to Club Ohio.
And then just backtracking here. Looked like it was one where the follow through is where the referee said that the foul came through. I don't have an issue with that, especially because it's coming in from behind. On the naked eye, it didn't really look like a foul, but referee and crew got that one correct.
Just about 90 seconds to go of these 23 minutes of stoppage time. Javen Martinez. And now Alexander Martinez. Korsen staying high up the park. It's going to float all the way through. Fuentes threading it through traffic. Nguyen in a hurry. He finds Martinez, couple of step overs. Martinez dribbles back into traffic. 50-50 challenge. And it's Romero emerging with it. Romero looking for the run in behind. Fuentes does well. Reading the game well, and he's in a hurry, as you would expect. Fuentes up towards Nguyen. 30 seconds or so to go. It is a minimum of 23. Korsen got there first. He's hacked down. A free kick right at the end of the match for SGA. It's a yellow card for Grandin Culp, who didn't have many complaints.
Yeah, yellow card as expected here. This is very good stuff to just take your first touch into the attacking zone that you want to get to. I always talk about how important the first touch is because it leads you to where you're going to go. And should that not have been a foul without any contact, you'd like to think that they could walk that in there, but Culp goes into the book. He knows exactly what he's doing. It's either the ball does not pass or the man does not pass in that situation. Have no issue with taking that yellow card there. I think there's potential discussion on if the caution should be more egregious, but I completely agree with what they land on. That's just a yellow card there.
Referees conversing to see if that yellow might have been red. In the end, it's going to stay yellow. And look who's up from in between the sticks. The deputy goalkeeper, Eduardo Fuentes. Gloves on his hands. Might be the last chance of the match for Sonny G Academy. 5 in the wall with a man laying down low. It's Fuentes. Fuentes into the wall. On the rebound. Stung through and just wide. It took a deflection on the way. Joshua Manovich thought he might have scored. Instead, it's a corner kick here in the last seconds of the match. Only a few granules of sand left for Sonny G Academy.
Yeah, the deputizing goalkeeper Fuentes steps up here, hits the initial strike, goes off the wall.
Everybody forward for the corner. It's into a danger area. Good goalkeeping that. Ramirez got 2 hands to it. It goes outside the area. Full time rings out at Zions Bank Stadium. Club Ohio are champions of the U16 Academy Division at MLS Next Cup. "1-0 the full-time score. Patrick Velasquez, the match winner for Club Ohio. And this team that were called serial winners by their coach get the job done at MLS Next Cup, presented by Allstate.
0, Club Ohio 1.
1-0. The the final score in the final. We'll take a look at the man of the match presented by Adidas.
Yeah, he was dangerous all afternoon long here. But whenever you're able to find that game-winning goal in the championship, you're going to be the man of the match. Patrick Velasquez does a very good job here to stay poised in the box, reads it, hits the technique where the goalkeeper has no chance at it. Again, Adidas, man of the match, very well deserved, and his team is the champions here in 2026.
A fine finish with that side foot volley over his shoulder. His third goal of the tournament is a match-winning goal in the final. It ends full time. Club Ohio 1, Sonny G Academy 0. Everyone here thinking about Griffin Boswell, which is the story of the match. But it is Club Ohio who are champions in the U16 Academy Division at MLS Next Cup, presented by Allstate. Time to take a look at the full-time highlights in this U16 Academy Division final. Club Ohio winners by 1-0 over SGA. It was a cagey championship match, and in the first half, a chance goes begging for Marcel Dosus.
Yeah, Dosus almost finds himself into the score sheet. If it's not for the upright, you're going to see a completely different reaction after making contact with that one.
Into the second half we go, as it was Oscar Romero dropping it off across into the area. Good ball in, good save.
Yeah, this is a very good header and almost even better service here. This service skips out all the defenders, and unfortunately, Ohio isn't able to hit the back of the net. But when you get deeper into the competition, you have more opportunity to get in behind if you are an attacker that has a lot of skill, stamina, and pace, and that's exactly what Velasquez has. He almost curls this one into the top corner, but we're going to continue to be talking about him.
Patrick Velasquez close as he cuts it back against the grain, finds the roof of the net. Lengthy injury delay makes a long bit of stoppage time, and in stoppage time they found the winner.
Yeah, get down to the end line, cut it across the face of goal, and a lot of problems ensue because the defense has to face their own goal, backtrack, don't want to get a touch on it for an own goal. Patrick Velasquez says, nah, it's going to be me. That finds the back of the net. I'm going to be the hero. Let's celebrate to the corner because we're taking the championship all the way home.
A fabulous finish as he watches it on high, flicks it up over his shoulder, and that's enough. The one goal in the final to make Club Ohio champions, the U16 Academy Division at MLS Next Cup. Welcome back in as we're wrapping up the championship final of the U16 Academy Division at MLS Next Cup presented by Allstate. Club Ohio 1-0 victorious over Sunny G Academy. The U16 Academy champions are Club Ohio as they get past 1 Knoxville in the first round, 1 FC on penalties in the round of 16, past Sporting City by a goal to nil in the quarterfinals, and through on penalties against Elmbrook United in the semis to reach the final here, where they will be crowned champions. We're going to send it down to the field as we'll hear from former New York Red Bulls and United States international goalkeeper Luis Robles to present the awards and trophy.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for our U16 Academy Division MLS Next Cup presented by Allstate finalists. First things first, more important than soccer, the safety of our players. Our thoughts and prayers go out to Griffin Boswell, who was stable as he was transferred to the nearest hospital. He fought bravely, and we want to give a round of applause and our thoughts to Griffin. So our program will give out 3 individual awards. After that, we'll recognize our officials. Then we'll hand out medals to our runner-up, and then ultimately our champions. So we'll begin with 3 individual awards for the U16 age group in the Academy Division. Our very first is the Golden Boot from Elmbrook United, who's not here, but we'll make sure he gets his trophy. With 5 goals, we have Aiden Johnson from Elmbrook United. Let's give him a round of applause. For our next individual award, the top defensive player of the event at the U16 Academy Division for the MLS Next Cup presented by Allstate, from SGA, the goalkeeper Griffin Boswell. One more round of applause for Griffin. And finally, our third individual award, MVP, presented by Adidas of the U16 Academy Division, we have from Club Ohio, Patrick Velasquez. Congratulations, Patrick. So we had a well-played match, and for the first time ever, our inaugural Academy Division, we're also really excited about next year as both clubs, SGA and Club Ohio, will be joining us in the All-State Homegrown Division. We look forward to many matches, another final next year, but more than anything, thank you to the families, to the players, to the coaches, and the club for participating in the inaugural U16 Academy Division MLS Next Cup presented by Allstate Final. So one more round of applause. We couldn't have a match without an excellent officiating crew, so please let's give it up for the officials of today's match. Let's give it up one more time for our officials. Sunny, SGA, thank you very much for the event. Thank you for your hard effort. We look forward to many, many more positive days. You have a lot to be proud of. Friends, family, coaches, we appreciate all you did. You should be very proud of your 25-26 season. Your very first with us. We're proud of not only your performance today, but we look forward to next year in the homegrown division. So please, let's give it up to the 2026 U16 Academy Division finalists for the MLS Next Cup presented by Allstate. And without further ado, for the first time ever in MLS Next, we have our U16 Academy Division champions from Club Ohio. Give it up for the MLS Next Cup, presented by Allstate, Academy Division U16 champions.
Congratulations to the MLS Next Cup presented by Allstate U16 Academy Division champions, Club Ohio. Thank you everyone for watching this U16 Academy Division Championship match. We've got one more to go here on this Super Soccer Saturday in Utah. For Jalil Anibaba, I'm Carter Augustine, and for the rest of our crew, again, we want to send out our thoughts to Griffin Boswell. And in the end, the champions of the U16 Academy Division, Club Ohio, lifting the trophy here at MLS Next Cup, presented by Allstate. This copyrighted broadcast of the 2026 MLS Next Cup may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Player Development, LLC.